everybody, it is me, Freezer Bunny, and welcome back to part 2 of the Sims 4 house building, the Goldenberg Emporium in real time. Okay guys? Okay, so first things first that I want to talk about is that yes, you guys, this building now has an official name, obviously. So for now I decided to call this community lot, business, retail, venue, whatever you want to call it. For now it's going to be called the Goldenberg Emporium just because originally I intended to call it the Goldenberg department store, but apparently that name was too late, so I literally had to search online for like a thesaurus and synonyms to the department store word, and then I eventually came up with Emporium, which I think fits the bill, and it sounds very art deco-y as well. So yeah, by the way, I just want to ask you guys for suggestions for names as well. If you guys can think of a better name, please comment it down below, and I'll definitely consider changing the name if I find a better one in the comments. And the first thing that I see is that this is lacking one column for some strange reason. I don't know. Anyway, if you guys are curious why Goldenberg is actually the name of a Victorian style house here in Manila, Philippines. So that is kind of a nice little hint there for me on a personal note. But anyway, let us go back to the buildings. As you guys can see, there have been quite a bunch of improvements, if I do say so myself. So I'm just turning it around so that you guys can see for yourselves. Okay, first thing that we have is that I did place some windows and some trims over on this side, so you guys can see that I did place those windows. And then on the sides, of course, we also have these awning type of things that came with the base game. Actually, yeah, these are awnings that came with the base game. It fits perfectly with 2x2 windows, so I was like, they look really nice. They add kind of a geometric feel to the whole building, but other than that, nothing too crazy has changed. So anyway, today we are going to be moving on to decorating and furnishing the interior of this department store. So we are going to be working on the female section of this venue, which I'm thinking is probably going to be on this side. Usually they would put the female section on like the busiest side, and as you guys can see, I'm being very technical here, by the way. As you guys can see, this road and then this road looks like it's probably the busiest. Actually, let's consider these 3 rows are probably like the busiest ones, so I think the best area to locate the female section of the department store would be over here in the center, and then just place the male items on the back as well, where we have this small little road. It's probably like a service road or anything, but I did decide to actually just place a nice little core here in the middle of our building, which is going to serve as our toilets actually. So I'm not so sure how big it's gonna be though. Let's make it like this. Okay, how many tiles is that? And then let's just make it like that for now. Yeah, I don't know. And then actually, yeah, I think that's kind of a good size, because let me just half that like that. And then let's see here. Oh my gosh, by the way, let me just give you guys a little bit of a disclaimer. Yes, this is my first time doing this, so if you guys see me struggling with some stuff, that explains it. But anyway, okay, so far that is going to be our toilet, and I actually don't want it to have like a partition or something, so we'll just keep it like that, because why not? And then let's see here. Okay, next thing that we need to add are some stairs, and actually I am going to place a basement as well. I'm not sure if I explained to you guys this properly in the previous part. I totally forgot. But this floor, this main level over here on the ground floor, is going to be the fashion department, and then the floor above it is going to be the foods department, and then the basement area is going to be the furniture department. So what I'm actually going to do is just grab the basement tool here for the first time, and you know what? Actually, let me just make a grand staircase here. So I'm thinking, which one would be like the most? Actually, let's just use these for now. We can always change that later anyway. Okay, so let's just make 2 of these, like that. And then the one going downstairs. Actually, you know what? I think that's a little bit too too narrow, so let me just extend these ones and make the stairs that lead downstairs a little bit wider. And then I guess these ones can also be expanded as well. Why the freaking heck not? We have tons and tons and tons of space. So yeah, let's, and of course it's going to be completely symmetrical on both sides as well. So yeah, just making sure that it's properly aligned and stuff. Okay, I wonder where I should be placing like the basement area. You know what, let's just make a basement like that, so that it wouldn't be too difficult for us to like visualize where these staircases would go. So let's just grab the staircase and then let's just plop it over here as well, like that. There we go. And then let's see how it looks like from the uh-oh, I'm not so sure if you guys can see that, but it looks like it has like an extra level. Can we get rid of that? Let's see here, how can we get rid of that? Let's see here. Okay, let's try to create a fence around that and see whether it's gonna work or not, like this one. And then pretty much just, yeah, pretty much just mark that space, because I really don't want to have that floor there. Oh my gosh, uh-oh, what happened? For some reason it made it like a split level. Why don't we go for a split level type of thing? What do you guys think? Is that like too ambitious or something? Actually, if we can split level this, why not? This is also going to be like my first split leveling attempt, so let's see that. And then hopefully we have enough space on the bottom of the basement to like fit in this. Oh, we don't have any space. Actually, you know what? Screw the freaking toilet. I think it's just blocking the way. Let's get rid of that for now. And let's see whether or not we have space on top. Actually, let's expand this by maybe one tile. I'm not sure. I think one tile is, oh my god, and it still has these like, oh my gosh, no, I don't want these fences. Okay, there we go. Anyway, I think maybe one tile is enough because this staircase only consumed one tile anyway. Oh my gosh, and I should really like change the staircase before I, oh yes, oh my gosh, it did work surprisingly. Okay, can we make it, actually, you know what, I think I'm actually just gonna go with that. And I'm actually pleasantly surprised because this is my first attempt at split leveling, and so far it looks like it worked fine. I don't know. I'm actually really happy with that, surprisingly. I don't know. Anyway, let's just copy the exact same stitch. Okay, you know what, we need to split level this other side as well, so I'm thinking maybe we should use like this this thing right here, and I wonder how far it should be. Okay, it's probably gonna be like there-ish, and let's just get rid of that like that. And then literally, you guys, if I give you like moments of silence, just to give you guys a heads up, this is my first time, you know, making this. Like seriously, I'm not prepared. I did not practice at all, so I hope you guys understand if I like keep stuttering and stuff. Okay, looks like we have enough space. We can always change it, and I hope you guys can actually see what I'm doing, because I did not place lights at all, so I hope you get. Okay, let's see here. Actually, I think we need to extend that, just mirroring what we have, or like the composition that we have on the other side, pretty much. And okay, you know what, now that we have these things properly placed, what I actually want to do is decide on like an actual staircase first before moving into something. Okay, we have a nice little staircase going on over here actually, but I'm thinking of looking for other alternatives and seeing this one actually looks really nice. I think I'm gonna go for this one. What's the name of that? Treadworthy stairs. These ones, I don't know what's the difference actually. Literally though, there is almost no difference. Like, that's really, really strange. But whatever, I think I'm gonna go for just these ones are also quite nice. Workaday, I think that, yeah, this is what I used for the outside actually. You know what, I'll use the Workaday one for the outside, and then I'll use the Treadworthy one for the inside. And anyway, it's not that difficult to change staircases anyway, so yeah. Actually, I should probably like switch this up because I think this staircase is a little bit more expensive than this one. It's 35. Yeah, this one is cheaper, so I'll just place that outside just because it is cheaper. You know, it's meant for outside. Anyway, let's just place that over here. I don't know where that explanation came from, but I don't know. Random decision making. Okay, let's just do the exact same thing on the other side as well. So I think by now episode 1 is probably uploaded already. Yes, it is uploaded actually. I totally forgot that I just finished uploading it. But yes, I really need your guys' suggestions for some names because I really want to hear what you guys name your retail businesses. I did watch Deligracy's mall video, and also I think it's just her actually. So you guys might find some similarities, but please don't accuse me of copying anybody, because obviously the idea of having a department store is you know, I'm not gonna say that it's my own, but I guess I did search online for people making department stores and I did not see that many people. So yeah, and I think department stores are like a must, you know, they are an essential shopping destination. Oh my god, this like literally became a rant. Okay, so that is our composition for the staircases, which by the way looks freaking badass. I wish we can change this staircase, you know, after we place them, but you know what, let me just outline this area over here like that. And pretty much these are going to be like our public toilets. I actually think that if I can fit enough toilets on this level, I don't think we need some more toilets on other floors anyway. I'm not so sure though, because I'm thinking, yeah, the staircases are going to be different for each floor. You guys can see that for the basement floor it looks like that. For the ground floor we have this, and then for the topmost floor we don't have any. So I don't know. And actually let's just divide that into 2 as well, like that. And I just want to make sure that on the outside nothing is changing, just because you guys know that this game likes to throw some freaking surprises and like catches me off guard, I guess. Anyway, okay, and just like what I did with my previous builds, I'm gonna make these cubicles like that. I think I made this in my German themed build or something, I don't know. And then this one can be like, I don't know, maybe there we can place a sink there or something, I don't know. We'll figure it out, but I think there's also not gonna be a distinction between the male and the female areas for the toilet areas. Totally redundant though, because actually I'm not so sure, but I think we don't have any doors that is exclusively for the male or for the female. No, it doesn't look like it, because this one is a featureless fiberglass door, which is intended for both male and female, so that is kind of a bummer. I wish there was like, you know, I wish there was like some sort of distinction, because that is actually how it happens in real life. But anyway, I am not a freaking sexist, you guys. I just want to make that clear. Oh my god, and I totally forgot to like paint the exterior as well. So let's just go for that. Really simple finish for the exterior. And then, actually, do we even need to paint it? You know what, let's not even bother painting it. Maybe this one? Actually, let's just go for that. It's a little bit more art deco-y, with like the geometry and all that stuff. Okay, and then I think, okay, what? Okay, I think we can change it actually. Ooh, we can change these foundation things. Interesting. You guys probably don't see it though. Oh my god, I'm so sorry if you guys hate me for not placing lights before doing these decorations for the interior, but I think it's very visible. I think you can always adjust your screen brightness and stuff. Okay, actually let me place like some railings for these. I think these ones look really nice and kind of modernish, but also not. They look very vintagey. And actually for the downstairs, you can actually I'll figure this out. I'm not gonna put railings on that now because I don't want to be distracted and stuff. Okay, actually maybe on this thing over here. Actually, you know what? Let's not. Okay, yes, you guys, finally it is time to get started on some actual interior work. Well, you know what? We did do some interior work. Okay, let's just look for some materials that came with Get to Work, of course, and that's what we're gonna be using mainly for the materials for the interior anyway. Okay, that is a very beautiful floor. I wish there was something a little... Ooh, that's nice. I like this. And I like how it has like a nice little shine to it as well. The studded base plates? Like, what is this? It sounds... sounds really metallic. Okay, this one looks... Oh my god, that's very pretty. Nope. This one might work. Nah, it looks too cheap mall. If you guys get what I mean. You know, I'm going for a very luxurious look here. This one I wish came in some different colors. Actually, this one isn't so bad. I wish it shone, and I wish it had a little bit of shine and glimmer to it, but I don't know, whatever, it works. What's the other color? I like that warm color a little bit better. Okay, let's just go for that. It's a very plain floor finish though. Anyway, let's go for a white wall finish as well. And I think, yeah, let's just go for the freaking Pure Expressions one because that is like really nice and white. And of course, just paint all these other areas as well. Make sure that none of them are like left unpainted because that's gonna be like a huge turn off to like the shoppers and stuff. Ugh, that's so gross. Every time I finish, like, I mean, every time I see a building that's like under construction, I'm like, cover it up or like get a freaking room. No, I'm kidding, but you guys get what I'm talking about. Okay, so like I said, we are going to be working on the female department, but of course, every department store and every retail business needs a cashier and like a checkout area. So I'm thinking, yeah, so I was originally planning on placing them on these sides over here, but I did realize that they are literally facing the toilet and I do not want that. So I think I'm gonna go something, I'm gonna go do something a little bit different and place them like in front, making it look like a freaking reception desk or something. I don't know, but let's just place them on front because I think that's so far I think that's like the best option. And I'm looking for, okay, this one. Okay, let's just plop that there. Actually, let's just do that for now, or actually just do that. Of course, we need to change the color of it, and I wish we had like some... Ooh, that black looks really classy. Okay, let's go for surfaces. I mean, let's go to surfaces and I'm guessing counters. So which one matches with this? Maybe this one. Does that even match? I don't think it does. Actually, maybe. Yeah, there we go. I think this one is supposed to match. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit closer to our material. I'll just place that over here. I wonder how wide it should be. Anyway, let's give... Okay, there we go. We have the rounded corner like that, which is really pretty. And then over here we have... We'll place the rounded corner as well like that. And then like that. There we go. And then of course we're going to be duplicating this situation for the men's department as well, but we will talk about that later on when we are there. But yeah, so far I like the location of it. Yeah, so far I like the location of it. Let's go to electronics. I think it would be in electronics. I'm looking for like the cash register. Where would it be? Where would it be? Actually, it's maybe in retail items. Yeah, duh. It is. Okay, there we go. Found it. Okay, let's just grab this one and then just make it white. For some reason, I like the look of the white cash register. I don't know. Oh my god, and you guys are probably like hating me right now. So what I'm actually gonna do is just grab some lights here really quickly and just to begin placing in some light so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, let's just grab this one because these lights are actually like really effective. They do illuminate everything really well. That's why I would usually go to this, especially when I'm like taking pictures and stuff. I think these lights work really well. There we go. And can we add a light over here as well? Yes, we can. How nice. Okay, let's just add it there for now. Okay. Yeah, so actually I want to place like a nice little like demarcation area. Oh my god, we're getting into some really big words here, you guys. But yeah, anyway, we are going to place some of these, I guess. Yeah, that actually looks really nice, and I think it sets apart the cash register area from, well, now you can't see the count. Actually, can we change the color of that? Maybe just a pure white one. Actually, what? Looks really different from behind. Actually this color is really nice, so I'm just gonna go for that. It is also very modern. Actually, just change everything like that, and then I don't know what else you put like next to the cash register because it does feel a little bit empty, and I do think that this is not how they would make it in real life, because if you imagine lines, if there's a line for the cash register, like where would people fall in line? Where would people like queue and stuff? Okay, so one thing that I also want to do is create these nice little windows over here. Actually, let's make it like that, so we have like some nice little partitions, and also on the other side as well. So basically we're gonna have some window displays, of course, to advertise our store and all that stuff. So let's maybe do it like this, like that, and then actually, you know what, let's grab this one and then let's see if we can place it, I mean this column over here. Actually, ooh, that's really nice. Very fancy schmancy. Okay, and I do want to paint this into a more pastel color, so let's just go to basic pastels and choose like a nice little pinky color, just to pretty much show that this is the women's section and men beware. Okay, let's go for that beautiful pink color, and actually let's just place these as well, because these are going to be where like the clothes are gonna hang from and stuff. Okay, let's just do it like that. Awesome. I really like this look, and I think we can place like that nice little painting that came with Get to Work, which is absolutely stunning, by the way. It's one of the most beautiful paintings I've ever seen. There we go. By the way, you guys, did you guys notice that our situation is very Barbie-ish? So I'm thinking of making this pink, and then the other one maybe yellow or orange or blue or green. I don't know, but yeah, it's not gonna be like the same all throughout, if you guys get what I mean. But anyway, let's just plop that there in the middle, and of course I want to place a mannequin. Can we place a rug first though? Let's see here. Ooh, this is nice. This come in a pink. Ooh, it does come in a pink. Yes, really ooh, that's really nice. Actually, maybe we can place it like there instead. And of course we are going to go place a mannequin. Let's see here, retail items, and then I think I'm actually gonna go for the realistic one for this build. Okay, that rug is throwing me off for some reason. It has like a weird pattern or something, I don't know. I'll actually just place it there, make it a little bit closer to our background, and then maybe we can use this rug instead. Okay, you know what, that is actually good enough for me. That works. make it like that. Oh my god, you guys, this is so freaking cute. I actually want to place like some, if it's possible, I'm not so sure if it is, if it's possible to place like some lights and stuff. Like, ooh, these ones, oh my god, these would have been so perfect if they actually fit. Oh my god, that is so cute. Oh my goodness. Actually, just place them. Maybe we can get rid of that. And then just replace it with this little light. Very, very pretty, but I don't think it's worth it. I like having this one there. I don't know. I just like having it there. Maybe we can just place some different lights instead. Let's see here. This one? I kind of want to outline it with, you know what, whatever. I'm not going to dwell on that too much because I don't want it to waste too much of my time. Actually, this one, oh my god, and it has a pink version. How cool. What do you guys think? I don't necessarily like the look of that. You know what, let's type in move objects on. Move objects cheat here. And then copy that so I don't need to type anything later on, and then enter that. Okay, there we go. It's on now, and let's see if we can actually just place. Ooh, this is also a really nice light, but I think this one is intended for the hospital actually, so let's not use that. You know what? I think I might go for that. I might just go for that. Okay. Yeah, I think I might just go for that. Okay, you know what? I'll take that. Okay, I'm good with that. Anyway, the next thing that we need to do is actually just place a, you know what, just grab those lights really quickly, and then we can just place them here like that so that we have a little bit more light. And I also want to place like a bunch of mannequins. Yes, you guys, a bunch, because for the windows I'm thinking of placing like men, women, and children as well. So let's go to retail and then place like some male mannequins and stuff. Okay, actually she needs to go maybe there. And then the male mannequin can go over here. And then in between them we can have some cute little kitties. We can place one child mannequin over here. And then, ooh, okay, yeah. And then the other one we can place over here as well, like that. Really, really cute. I cannot wait to have my sim dress these and actually see like how they look like when they're dressed and stuff. Actually, let's just move them forward a little bit, like that. I mean, that is a really, really cute window situation. Actually, it does feel a little bit cramped, so I think I'm just gonna do this to the other mannequin. To the other child mannequin. I'm just gonna place her on the side. He can also go on the side as well. And see, that is a little bit better actually. Okay, there we go. I can take that. I can live with that. Really, really cute. I absolutely am in love with our situation. Actually, let's copy these mannequins as well on the other side. So we have the male one over here. Let's see here. I think he's like over there, I'm guessing. I don't know. And then the female one we have like there. And then the kids are gonna go, where is the girl? Okay, the boy is gonna go over here. Gosh, I hope the game lets me keep them because you guys can see that I am using a cheat to place these mannequins and stuff. So I don't know. I think the game might make me delete them. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But anyway, let's actually just expand this wall over here as well. And I think this is going to be like the yellow or blue area. I'm not so sure as of yet because I don't know the color scheme of the clothes, but I kind of want to group them into two for the girls and also two for the boys as well. Just do it like that. Really, really cute. And then this painting also comes in yellow or blue, so we might have to think about that. Okay, but anyway, let's focus on our situation here really quickly and see like how we are going to lay out this commercial area. Okay, so I think we should just go to the retail items and see like all the different shelves and shelving and cabinet units that we can place. Oh, these ones, totes modern pedestal, really cute. I see this all the time in the freaking trailers, and we also have the, what's the difference? What's the name of this one? Tic-Tac Tiles pedestal. Oh, the other one is a little bit higher, which is kind of interesting for a little bit more variety. And also we have this one. What's this one called? We have the ankle biter pedestal. Ooh, that does not sound like a nice name. And then we also have this really tall one as well, big boy pedestal. I think I'm gonna use like the smallest one, which I think is the Tic-Tac Tiles pedestal. And basically I did look at how EA like laid out their like commercial establishments and stuff, and I think they did it somehow like this one. They placed like 4 of these and then just pretty much placed stuff on top of it. Does that look a little bit cramped to you guys? Maybe a little bit cramped, but you know what, whatever, it'll work. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, it's gonna work because the Sims, they don't really like require that much space anyway, so yeah. Okay, so we are going to actually move these lights and center. You know what? Let's deal with the lights. Maybe we can actually put a chandelier later on. See ya though. Okay, let's see what items we can place on top of these pedestals and stuff. I think we have like a bunch of t-shirts and stuff we can place. Oh, this one. Yes, Lucky Man. Literally, it's for men? What? Okay, maybe we have luck on. Ooh, this is really cute. That is obviously a towel. Not gonna use that. Is that literally all the clothes that we have? Okay, it looks like these are all the clothes that we have available. That's interesting. Okay, you know what? We're gonna work with that. Okay. That's actually kind of sad, but whatever. It works. Let's just. Well, the good thing is that it does look like a legit store, you guys. So I'm really happy with how it looks so far. Oh my god, maybe you can even place like let's go to store. No, it's in retail items. Let's go to retail items and see. Ooh, this is nice. Yeah, like I was saying, maybe we can place like something in the middle, like a higher, like a taller pedestal. Where did I just, okay, this one I think was it. Okay, that is kind of looking awkward. Okay, you know what, I have an idea. Why don't we just place the taller one, and just to give a little bit more variety. I think it was the modern, I don't know what it's called. Okay, totes modern pedestal, like that. Okay, there we go. It does add a little bit more excitement and variety to our situation, and maybe we can even change the color of that as well into something that just pretty much, okay, actually let's just go for the black one. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the black one actually, why not? And I want to see if it matches the wood. Okay, it does. How awesome. Maybe we can put like some other stuff there later, but we'll figure it out when we encounter more stuff. Okay, one more thing that I saw for the trailer of Get to Work that was by EA Games, I saw that they hung clothes, or like, yeah, they hang clothes over on the walls and stuff and make it look like they were for sale and stuff. So I'm looking for that clothes rack, probably in the wall decoration. Okay, there we go. I found it. I think I'm gonna go for this one. Ooh, that's really cute. Oh, looks like for children though. And can we change the color of that? Ooh, we have a bunch of different. Okay, so it looks like it comes in 3 different colors. This one actually would work really well for the other side, so I'm gonna keep that in mind. Anyway, just do that. And then for the bottom part, I think I'm gonna use these ones like that. What do you guys think? I think it looks really cute. Yeah, I think it looks really cute. And actually just copy that on the other side as well. I wish I can put a light on that because it does look like it's slightly dark on this. Yeah, it looks a little bit dark to me. So maybe we can like throw in a light or something. Can we? I wish we had like some really small lights. That would be great, but I don't know. Other than the fact that it looks kind of dark, I really like how it looks actually. And I also did see that Maxis placed like oh my god, I feel so bad referencing Maxis and stuff. It totally makes me sound like I have no freaking originality, but you know what, I have not seen anybody do this composition, so yeah, take that. Anyway, totally I'm trying to not copy Maxis, but whatever. These are the only items that we have pretty much, so like seriously, what do they expect? Okay, actually let's just do that. So yeah, basically they also placed like some footwear as well, which I thought was a really good idea. Can we fit in another level? No, we can't. So yeah, let's just go for, ooh, actually, you know what? Screw footwear. Let's go to freaking, oopsie, let's go to freaking comfort. I mean surfaces, and maybe, yeah, maybe we can place like a freaking wall cabinet instead. Which one? Okay, I think it was this one, right? Like, or maybe this one? Let's just look for a nice white one and see if it works with our stuff. Like this one? Ooh, yes it does. Okay, so how does that look? That actually looks very nice, if I do say so myself. It looks like somebody's closet, which is just freaking perfect. Actually, let's see how it would look like if we use this one instead. What do you guys think? I'm gonna go for actually, ooh, this one comes in a pink. What do you guys think of that? I think that is a slightly better option. Yeah, for some reason, something's just throwing me off. I don't know why. Okay, let's just go for that though. I think I really like that. Maybe if we see this one in a different color. What do you guys think of that? Nah, it looks like a freaking kitchen. Let's just go for this one. And I wish this one comes in a blue so that it would match like the other clothes later on. I just want to make sure that this one also comes in a blue. Okay, it does have a blue option as well. Okay, this one also has the blue option. Awesome. Okay, wow. I do want to try and see. I'm pushing my luck here, you guys, but I'm trying to see if I can actually place like some lights. Oh my god, yes, it looks like I can. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, the cutlass of lights, and I'm able to place it on the bottommost area, which is absolutely what I was going for. I really want to place it there, just to give it a little bit more of like, I mean, seriously though, hashtag shopper's paradise. You know, despite the very like vintagey look of the exterior, you guys would see that the interior is actually like really modern. Can we change this one into a wooden, yeah, finish or something? What do you guys think of that? Is that tight? You know what, let's just stick to the black. I think it's a little bit more chic like that. And then actually, you know what, let me just get rid of these lights and replace them with some freaking chandeliers. Okay, bring on the Sia music. Oops, nope, never mind, that's copyrighted music. Ooh, these are really nice. Strained eyes chandeliers. Ooh, oh my gosh. I think this one would actually work really well for the men, for like the menswear. I don't think it works for the females though. Actually, just replace that. This one also really pretty. Oh my god, I wish this came in a prettier color. This would have been perfect. Ooh, that is really actually, yes. Oh my god, yes bitch, yes. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god, that is like the cutest freaking thing ever. Totally Forever 21, you guys. I mean, seriously though, who is not obsessed with that store? I'm seriously though, yes. I don't know, but it looks really, really cute. Oh my god. I am so happy right now. Okay. Let's actually do the other side as well. Okay. Let's decide on the color scheme that we're gonna go for this side, which I'm guessing it's probably gonna be bluish. Like that. Very, very beautiful summer, and I think it balances out like all the pink that we have. Actually, let's just go for that. Yeah, I think it balances out the pink. So, you know, if you're not into pink, you can definitely go for, you know, some clothes on this blue section, of course. And I think this painting also comes in a blue. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And then let's just grab that and just hit Control-Shift-C, Control-V, move objects on, and then let's just place these. Ooh, really, really cute. Very, very summery vibe for some strange reason I'm getting on this side, but whatever, it works. Grab that. Ooh, I can probably even place like a chandelier. Or I think maybe it's gonna be overkill. I don't know. We'll see. Actually, let's see if I can place like a nice little chandelier on the window area over here. Ooh, look at that. That is really, really pretty, but I think I'm gonna hold back on the chandelier because I think the window itself looks pretty enough as it is. And can I like add something like there? Actually, no, never mind. Okay. Yes, you guys, so freaking exciting. Okay, let's just move objects off here really quickly and then just grab that nice little rug. Grab Miss Mannequin over here. Oh my god, I'm really, really happy. Actually, when I finished like building the exterior, I was like a little bit nervous because I'm like, oh my god, how am I gonna top this thing with like, you know, how can I make an interior that is worthy of this really, really fabulous exterior? And I think we're on the way. You know, of course, I'm not gonna pretend like it's perfect as it is. It's gonna change. You know, maybe off camera if I see something different or if I see something that I would feel like it would be a better solution, I would go for it, just giving you guys a heads up. Or I always take inspiration from what you guys have to say. So if you guys have any suggestions whatsoever, please, please, please keep them coming because I really, really need them. I think this is like such an important time for suggestions while we are early on in this house building series. And yes, if you're worried, I am going to upload this immediately after I'm finished recording. So yeah. By the way, since part 1 is already uploaded anyway, please feel free to just, you know, comment down. And you know, I'm actually happy that part 1 is already uploaded because you guys can already begin commenting and all that stuff, you know. Okay, I just want to see like where this chandelier, okay, it faces on this side. Okay, like that, and then just place it like here, and then like that, and then over here as well. Really, really cute. I am super happy with like the look of this store. Wow. Like, whoa. Okay, actually, ooh, we can even place these here. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am literally like just wowed right now. I wish these were a little bit more seamless, but you know what, it works, I guess. That actually looks really, really nice. Oh my god, and it makes the walls like illuminate, which is maybe interesting, maybe not. I am going to keep it like that just because, I don't know, I like the look of it. It's very, very bright. Should I be glad that it's very bright? Yeah, I think I should be. Okay, okay. And then let's also just copy the exact same composition that we have on this side as well, like that. And of course, we are going to change the color scheme into this greenish blue type of situation. By the way, I'm a little bit worried that this part is like super long because I'm taking forever to like decide and stuff. I don't know. I guess that's just how things work when I'm building stuff. Actually, I think this other side might be a little bit too bright, so I think I'm gonna lessen that just a tad bit by reducing the number of fluorescent lamps. Like that. Yeah, let's just place one instead. I think one would be, actually, I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Let's just turn it to nighttime and see whether people can actually see our, yeah, they can actually see our products. Okay, I want to see if I can place, like, I'm still thinking about that freaking fluorescent lamp though, but anyway, it's on hold for now. I want to see like any mirrors and stuff. Of course, it is like it is the freaking clothing area of the department store. We need to have some mirrors. Or you know what, we don't. Because we are freaking non-conformists. Okay, ooh, we have a straight mirror though, which is quite nice. Oh my god, you guys. I'm a little bit worried that if I place these mirrors, I think it would become like too overly decorated. What do you guys think? Is it overly decorated now? Oh my god, I wish it would let me place it there. Actually, does this mirror come in like a magenta? Yes, it does. Oh my god. Is it over decorated? Because I don't think it is. I honestly don't. You know what, let's keep it attached or like to the wall or something. If the game gets rid of it, I'm not gonna replace it. That's like, that's just my weird superstition and stuff. Okay. It is a really cute store, you guys. I am seriously, I'm like seriously like telling myself, why are you only building a freaking department store now? Like seriously, almost like over half a year into the release of this game and you're only building a department store right now. So many regrets, but you know what? I think we're only able to build the department store now anyway because Get to Work just recently got released, and I think that was, you know, the main motivation for people to build more and more community lots for the game actually, which is great. And by the way, I am seriously like really loving this situation. Okay, let's just grab that light here so we have a little bit more visibility. Let's grab it here. Actually, what if I place like 2 instead? Now let's just go for 1 like that, and of course at the very bottom like that. Gosh, I hope the game does not delete these. Yeah, that is like a constant fear that I have, that the game would actually just delete some things, and I'm like, uh-oh. Okay, let's actually just go for that. It's really nice. Very summery actually. I don't know why. I keep repeating the fact that, okay, this feels like it's summer, you know, I'm getting this summery vibe and stuff. Okay, let's just go for that. And for some reason, every time I'm like placing cabinets or something, my game slows down really bad. Okay, let's see here. Oh my god, this is literally like freaking Top Shop. I hope I don't get like copyrighted for this. I don't think I will be. Random fears of being a YouTuber though. It's not like I'm making money off of YouTube anyway, so yeah, every time I get a notice for like third-party content, I would just usually ignore it. YouTube's probably gonna hate me for that, but anyway, let's just put this yellow one over here just because it is kind of a neutral, it is the neutral color, I guess, or it's like the in-between color, in between the pink and the blue, so I think we can place it in the middle where there's like no clothes. Actually, let's see here. I don't know, for some reason I don't like this marble thing. Let's see if we can change it into like a dark wood, maybe even like black. Nah. What is this? Old world wide plank flooring. Let's see. I actually kind of like that. What do you guys think? You know, every time I enter some department stores and stuff, I could literally hear the wood clackering, if you guys get what I mean. Especially when I'm entering like clothing boutiques and stuff, I could literally hear the wood clackering. So I'm just like, maybe a wood flooring might not be such a bad idea. What do you guys think? And of course, I totally forgot to place a freaking logo for our department store. I think I'm just gonna place it over here near the main entrance. Okay, and I think I have the perfect one in mind. You know, it's the red one. It's the red vintagey looking one. Ooh, this is nice though. It's very, very nice, but I'm gonna go for like this one, also very nice. But yeah, I'm gonna go for this one, the Stylos and Splendor sign, and I'm gonna make it red. I think, yeah, actually that is a very classy type of, you guys can see that it's very vintagey, right? I don't know why it disappears when I put the walls up for some strange reason. Anyway, actually let's just go for like that, and then I want to see like what colors would work with our situation. Gold would probably work really well. You can't see it though. Maybe, you know what, let's just go for the red for now. You guys please help me make a decision. Maybe black. Let's go for freaking gold. For now, I am kind of torn between gold, red, or black, because from here the gold part looks like it's Christmas. I don't know, it looks like it's freaking Christmas. So you guys, I really need your feedback on that. Anyway, let's add some lighting, and I did see like a nice little kind of spotlight type of thing over here, which I think we can place. Actually, no. Should we? Even if it was just like a very generic light, I think would be great. Like that. Oh my god, that is very low though. I mean, our sales lady would probably hit her head. Oh my god. Okay, this is so difficult. Actually, let's just go for this one for now. Does this come in like different colors? Ooh, that's nice. Actually, let's just go for the black one because we do have a bunch of like black items anyway. Then let's just place them over here on both sides like that. Very simple, straightforward lights. Nothing too crazy. Okay. We do have quite a bit of things to furnish. Still, we have this area on the side, which I'm thinking I'm just gonna make it continuous and just grab these. Actually, let's just grab these ones instead and actually just plop them over here like that. You guys can see that I'm making like a line that's continuous all throughout. Like that. Okay, that's really nice. Ooh, look at these. Oh my god, I want to... Great. I want to use that actually, and I don't mind. It does feel a little bit cramped. Actually, can we just make it one instead, like that? That is very chic. And let's just make it white. That, I don't even know what to put on these things. Maybe like some ooh, I want to put one of these as well. Okay, let's actually just go for, ooh, yes. What can we place on these, by the way? You guys can see that I'm just pretty much you know, basing these placements on the windows. You guys can see that. Oopsie. Just plop it like there. Oh, it's a little bit cramped. It's a little bit cramped now. Ugh. Yeah, it's slightly cramped. Nah, and I don't want to like sink that in all the way through. Ooh, can we actually just make these like go back like half a tile? Well, it looks like it's gonna let me do it. I don't know how this is gonna look though. I don't know. We have a little bit of things to experiment with. But yeah. Like that. Well, we do have quite a bit of space now, but I'm not so sure. Yeah, I liked it before. Like that. This one can pretty much just be there, I guess. And then, you know what, let's just get rid of... I really like this though. You know what? Okay, there's always a solution for everything. Why not just copy? Why not just copy the situation right here? Grab this table. And then let's just make sure it's aligned on this side in the middle. And then maybe we can grab this thing and then maybe also put one on the other side as well. What do you guys think of that? It is a very interesting look though, but I don't think I like that. I don't know. Let's not. Actually, why not just make it just like that? Straightforward, nothing too crazy happening. I think it works like that. It's all black though. You know what? Let's change it into this white one. I am so freaking choosy, you guys. Like, seriously though. You know what? I can live with that. I can freaking live with that. Okay. Yeah, I might have to like do something about that off camera though, cause yeah, it's kind of bothering me like that. But anyway, okay, let's just grab these rugs over here. Place them there. I don't even know what to place on these things. Let's just place like some random stuff, like a toothbrush. Of course not. Do we have some? Ooh, we have some perfumes. Yes. Okay, let's just place the perfumes over here. Actually, let's just do that. And then, ooh, this is so cute. Men's cologne. Men's? No. Anyway, ooh. We have some Très Chic perfume sets. Yes. Ooh, and we can place 3 of these. How great. Let's just pretend like these ones are for sample. And then, let's see here. What else can we place? This one. Just for me bath basket. Okay, you know what? Let's pretend that it's actually Bath and Body Works or something. I don't know. Okay, so far it looks like we actually have a decent amount of stuff happening in our store here, so that's great, of course. Yeah, okay, let's actually just grab these ones over here, plop them there, and of course we need to place in a chandelier as well over here just to give off a little bit more light. And then actually, you know what, can we align this thing? Because I'm a little bit worried that if I align it too much, it's gonna be too overwhelming for... Yeah, whatever. Okay, let's just go for that. Whatever, it works. Yeah, that so far I think, yeah, okay, I'm good with that. So far that's like the best option that I'm seeing, so let's just go with that. Oh my god, this video is probably like 2 freaking hours long, or maybe even longer. Uh-oh, this is not good. Okay, let's see here. What else do we need to put? I need to like speed things up here. Okay, actually we need to have like some artwork on this side. Ooh, shoes. Ooh, and this comes in a pink. How nice. Like that. Very, very girly. Nah, I think there's like too much girly girl stuff going on. Ooh, this is nice. I wish it came in like, ooh, look at that. Oh my god, there's like so many cool things. Oh my goodness, this is such an awesome expansion pack. Actually, this is a really, really cute color. This has been like drawing my attention for like the longest time. Why not try? That is really, really adorable, you guys. Isn't it so cute? That is like super cute. actually. Very, very cutesy. I think I'm just gonna go for that and maybe place like some shelves on the bottom of it. Let's go to surfaces and shelves. I think I'm gonna go for this one. It does matches our floor though, so that's great. Yeah, it does match our floor, so that's awesome. Okay, let's just type in move objects cheat so that we can place it there. And of course, we are going to actually, you know what? Let's just place one instead, like that, just to make it look like, you know, I'm trying to not make it too obvious that we're like desperate for money, if you guys get what I mean. You know, it's like, you know what, we have some space here, we might as well like throw in a couple more sellable items. But the truth is, like, oh my god, we're freaking broke. Where's the nearest wall? We need more money. Okay, actually, I don't know if that even made sense to you guys, but whatever. It's done. What's done is to actually just plop that there. Or I could even go for like the pink one actually. Let's see this one actually, and we also have to decorate the other side. Okay, like that. What do you think? Definitely that is slightly better. Slightly. You know what? Let's go for that, and then let's see if we can. Yeah. Let's see. Like, okay, just. Oh no! We can't place anything! Oh no. Uh-oh. These ones? Yeah, let's just go for these. It works. Yeah. Oh my god, literally though, that was like so much time of me not talking. I'm so sorry, you guys. Actually, yeah, these proportions are just a little bit iffy for me. I think maybe if I put this on top instead. Yeah, it's totally like not working. I don't think we need a light. There we go. This spot is probably gonna be like really dark though. You know what? I think we can add the light on the bottom. I just got like an idea. Okay. I totally forgot these existed. Like, I totally forgot. Okay. But yeah, the thing is, I want to keep these tables. So much things to think about, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna keep those tables, actually. And then I'm just gonna place, like, I'm just gonna go for the freaking fluorescent, you know? Oopsie. The fluorescent light was invented by a Filipino person, so I think we should be proud. Okay, let's just place that there and then over here as well so that people can actually see what they're buying and stuff. Okay. Really nice. And then we should also place like a bunch of items on this side as well. Ooh, do we have like some teddy bears and stuff? I think we have some in the kids. Oh my god, we have like a bunch of things that I think women would actually appreciate if they saw these. Oh my god, that is so cute. I could have sworn we had like some teddy bears. Oh my god. Yes, bitch. Yes, this one is like the cutest little thing. Oh my god, that is so freaking adorbs. You guys, it's really cute. I'm gonna go for that. It's a really cute item. So cute. And then I do not know. Actually, let's advertise this ceramic soap dispenser. Yeah, it's like made of 100% aloe vera. I don't know what else to say. Ooh, towel. Okay. Pile of laundry. Ugh. What else can we place? Cause I'm just like, I'm not It doesn't seem that I'm able to place anything else on top of these things. Ooh, a camera. Nah, it's not even gonna let me place that. Let's look for, maybe over here we can find some things. Pots and pans? Nope. I doubt we can place these. Can we place these? Nope. These ones? No. These? Well, I think these are for men though. You know what? We're just gonna have to live with it. Ooh, men's. No, I'm kidding. I am a boy, so shouldn't be a hater. So yeah, looks like that's going to be it for this side. I mean, you know, we still have to complete the other side as well. Okay, so first things first, I'm just gonna grab this nice little table. Of course, I'm gonna copy it over here as well, like that. And then of course I have to hit on the move objects sheet. Probably if this part is too long, I might have to edit it a little bit just to make it slightly more watchable for you guys. But seriously though, yeah, I don't think you guys mind the long part. I personally don't mind recording super long parts for you guys, as long as we're actually like achieving something. You know, if I do record something that's like, you know, that I feel like is kind of half-assed or something, excuse the language, but yeah, if I record something that I feel might be lacking, I will, you know, edit the parts out, you know, that are lacking, if you guys get what I mean. But anyway, okay, let's see here. Oh my god, yes, we need to place that thing over here. Actually, does this come in a different color? Yes, it comes, the elephant one. Perfect. And it comes in the blue color as well, which by the way, I should really like paint this wall blue, like this one. I'm having so much fun. Oh my goodness, like seriously though, I am a grown man. I'm having so much fun painting and all that stuff. Like seriously though, get a life, Leo. I love how I'm like literally the biggest critic of my own personal stuff. Like, yeah, sure. Criticizing myself though is my freaking hobby. Anyway, this suddenly became a rant that doesn't have anything to do with actual build buy mode in The Sims 4 Get to Work. But anyway, that is actually kind of, nah, I don't like that. I don't like the paint. I feel like it's slightly overkill. Yeah, because we do have quite a bit of color already happening with like these paintings and stuff. So let me just grab these Che Chic perfume set, and then just plop that there. And then where's the Bath and Body Works thing? Ooh, Florist Dreams. Okay, we need to place that in a different aisle. And I'm also taking note of the ooh, why can't I place it there? That's weird. Okay, let's just, for some reason it's, what's wrong? Why can't I place it there? I could have or, oh, is this like the wrong thing? No, it's the exact same thing. For some reason it's not making me place it on top of this table. That's weird. Okay, there we go. Probably just me though. Okay, let's actually change the color of that into something that would match like our blue. Okay, that's really cute. Yeah, like something that would match our blue color scheme. And let's just, ooh, I can't. Actually, you know what, just plop that there. You know what, let's just cheat it out. If the game does remove it, I don't know, I'll probably find a solution for it anyway. Okay, and then let's just recolor this. Perfect. It only comes in 2 freaking colors. Where's that other, like that other item, like the soap dispenser or something? Like literally though, I'm so freaking specific. Okay, just ceramic soap dispenser. Grab that and then change the color. What color should it be? Make it yellow, why not? This is kind of the summery spring summer, I guess. And then the other side we could consider it as like the fall autumn type of thing. Actually, this one, can we make it just, yeah, black instead? Yeah, I think black is a better color. I don't think people would even consider buying black soap though, because seriously though, putting soap on yourself, I don't know, it doesn't look like it's clean. Anyway, so let's just grab this nice little rug over here and just align it pretty much with the situation on the other side as well. Where do the rugs face? Okay, just make them face each other. I freaking have OCD like that, you guys. I am so sorry if you guys are like, he's wasting so much time. Okay, and then let's just plop in these, yeah, like that, these display pedestals and stuff. Ooh, I actually totally forgot to place like some perfumes on the side. And of course we also need to grab this one and just plop it there like that. And then let's see here, yeah, like I said, let's just grab some perfume over here. I have to admit, you guys, I did also see this in like the Sims 4 Get to Work trailer. I think EA also had like a bunch of perfumes. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to copy anyone, but seriously though, I think this situation, nobody has done it before. So, you know, I think I should be proud of that. Anyway, let's just grab this teddy bear and of course see if it comes in a different color. And you guys could probably notice that my game is like slowing really bad. Let's just go for that. I don't know why it's slowing down like really bad. Actually, it's kind of creepy, but yeah, I should speed things. It's probably sending me signals like, dude, seriously, pick up the pace. Nobody wants to hear your yapping. Totally, that's what I would say. But anyway, this is probably the only video that I'm going to be able to record today because I have class, you know, I have schoolwork, and I'm really tired, you guys. I have a bunch of things to do, even though the only thing that we did in class was just, we literally just ate stuff. Our professor's like really cool. He literally just set aside some time so that we could actually just, you know, have a party in class. How freaking awesome is that? But you know what? I think we can call it a day. Okay, so yeah, so far so good. I think it looks amazing. I would totally go shopping here with my mom, and she'd probably go crazy because her favorite shop is Forever 21. But anyway, having said that, what I'm actually gonna do is just wrap this part up right here, you guys. So once again, I'd love to hear your guys' suggestions and comments. So please comment down below anything you guys have to say, and also, don't forget to comment down a name for this community lot, venue, retail, business, whatever. But anyway, like I said, that's going to be it for this part. As usual, you all have an awesome day. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.